Marchese's Forgotten Bride by Michelle Reid. Narrated by Gilly Bond.
Chapter 1. The restaurant bar had become so crowded that Cassie discovered it was a struggle to lift her glass to her lips. Not that she minded standing there, soaking up the bright, noisy atmosphere, she told herself, eyes busily taking in the sight of her fellow workmates all dressed up in their best party glamour for this evening's introductory treat laid on by their new boss. It had been so long since she'd been to anything like this, and it felt so good to be here. She'd even indulged in a frighteningly expensive new dress for herself, made of a smooth black-on-charcoal embossed silk, which skimmed her slender figure and felt fabulously stylish and chic. With her hair professionally cut and styled for the first time in years, now her pale golden locks felt wonderful as they brushed against her naked shoulders whenever she moved her head. "Your eyes are sparkling like big shiny emeralds," Ella remarked dryly beside her. "You're loving this, aren't you?" A brilliant smile enhanced the shape of Cassie's rose-glossed mouth. I'd forgotten what it's like to actually enjoy being a part of such a noisy, mad crush. Well, here's to a lot more of the same now the twins are a bit older. Ella somehow managed to lift her glass high enough to chink it against Cassie's. No more skimping and saving and emulating an overworked drudge now you don't need to pay those crazy preschool nursery fees. From single working mum to wild party girl in one leap. Cassie laughed. "Do you want me to do a bit of husband hunting at the same time?" "God, no." Ella shuddered, and Cassie watched a cloud settle across her friend's pretty face. Ella was fresh out of a long-term relationship with a guy who dumped her 6 weeks away from their wedding day, with the classic, "I'm just not ready to be tied down" excuse. Cassie knew exactly what that felt like. The dumping part, anyway. Only in her case, she'd been left pregnant with twins. "He's history, Ella," she reminded her firmly. "Forget about him." With a blink of her long black eyelashes, Ella nodded, setting her bobbed dark hair swinging around her face. "Yes, I've moved on, haven't I?" "Haven't we both?" Cassie thought. "With bells on," she agreed, and gave their glasses a second chink. "Think huge great bodybuilder with the temperament of a pussycat, instead of a razor-sharp share dealer with the genetic makeup of a slithery snake." Ella burst out laughing at the comparison between her current lover and the one that had got away. The sound of her laughter caught the attention of several people crushed in around them, and with a shift of bodies their conversation changed to include those around them. The next few minutes went by with the easy camaraderie that came from people who worked in close proximity 5 days a week, and the party atmosphere moved up a gear with the help of the free-flowing wine. The crush tightened, then eased, and tightened again as people began to circulate. "When are they going to start herding us upstairs to eat?" Ella sighed a while later. "I'm starving." "I think we must be waiting for the new boss to arrive," Cassie said, squeezing a sip of wine from her glass. "Well, if it gets any more crowded in here, we'll be like sardines in a can," her friend complained. "Although I wouldn't mind playing sardines with a guy that's just walked in here with our MD and a clutch of scary bigwig types." Turning her head to look in the direction that Ella was looking.